$42 million in Reconnect awards going to a pair of service providers in Florida. Digital equity grants in the Tar Heel State, enhancements to the Calix broadband platform, and accuracy of the FCC's national broadband map gets called into question. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Craig Corbin. Reconnect awards totaling $42 million headed to the Sunshine State. USDA has doled out a $24.2 million grant to IBT Group USA and a $17.8 million grant to Sewanee Valley Electric Cooperative as part of Round 4 of the Rural Broadband Funding Program. Applications for Round 5 will be accepted beginning March 22nd through April the 22nd. One notable change in the next round of Reconnect funding, providers that receive E-ACAM program support will only be eligible for 100% loan funding, not grants or loan grant combination awards. One new addition to the Round 5 scoring criteria, most unserved locations per square mile. North Carolina's Department of Information Technology announcing plans this week to award $14 million in grants to community organizations through their Office of Digital Equity and Literacy. Well, more than 200 applications were received for the Digital Champion grants, which will use ARPA funding. Maximum application request, $1.5 million or up to $400,000 per county served. The state hopes to have internet coverage to all locations by the end of 2029. North Carolina's BEAD allocation will be $1.53 billion. Thursday morning's widespread outage on AT&T's mobile network was not the result of a cyber attack, as many first thought, but rather a software problem. According to AT&T, quote, the application and execution of an incorrect process during network expansion was the culprit. The FBI and Department of Homeland Security, among several federal agencies, fearing the outage had been caused by malicious activity. Cloud and network advancements to the Calix broadband platform released this week. Among the enhancements, improved operations with network health insights and real-time outage notifications, as well as greater connectivity and control for managed services. Accuracy of the FCC's broadband map coming under fire from the Accurate Broadband Data Alliance. That's a group of broadband providers. Coalition has made a filing with the commission warning that the broadband map contains significant errors that will redirect funds away from areas truly lacking sufficient broadband, in part due to incorrect reporting by ISPs. Among the local service providers comprising the ABDA, Red River Communications, Great Plains Communications, Farmers Cooperative Telephone Company, Blue Earth Valley Communications, Arrowhead Communications Corporation, and Albany Mutual Telephone Association. Filing came in response to the FCC's request for comment on its mapping challenge process. Communications infrastructure provider Bluebird Network has completed a new fiber optic river crossing that runs 100 feet below the Mississippi River. The 3,500-foot crossing connects the west bank of St. Louis and the east bank of Illinois. The build will create a new fiber pathway between St. Louis and Tulsa, as well as fortifying the connectivity into the company's underground data center in Springfield, Missouri. Bluebird Network operates more than 11,000 miles of fiber with a pair of data centers. Let the legal battles begin over the recently proposed sports streaming bundle. Fubo, a virtual multi-channel video programming distributor, or MVPD, is suing Disney, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery, claiming that their new sports streaming joint venture will harm competition, raise consumer prices, as well as violate antitrust practices. The complaint was filed with the U.S. District Court of New York and argues that the joint venture participants have stolen from Fubo's very own playbook. Amazon says Freevee is not going anywhere. That in response to a report in Adweek speculating that the company's free ad-supported streaming service will be shuttered. Changes to Amazon's Prime Video service stoked the rumors. Freevee was originally launched in 2019 and has carried dozens of Prime Video series and movies. Success of streaming services keeps on pulling subscribers from the pay TV sector in North America. Data from Digital TV Research shows pay TV subs in Canada and the U.S. will drop to 60 million by 2029. That's after losing 41 million subs over the past 8 years. Pay TV penetration is expected to fall below 50% during 2024. And not surprisingly, with the move to streaming becoming more popular by the day, a majority of viewers oppose efforts to regulate streaming services with the same rules governing cable and satellite TV providers. A national poll conducted by the Preserve Viewer Choice Coalition found that 64% of all viewers strongly prefer streaming video versus the 23% that like watching via cable or satellite. 57% oppose streaming regulation. 62% of those surveyed believe it's easier to switch streaming services than to switch cable providers. 92% ranked hidden fees as the top concern with watching video content. And finally, options for finding what was once the format of choice for home entertainment just about to disappear from the viewing landscape. DVDs and Blu-rays will no longer be sold at Best Buy. And last fall, Netflix mailed out their very last DVDs in random bundles to their remaining customers, telling them to just keep them. It's on the house. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on This Week in the Broadband Universe.